Good morning, my dear students. I am fine and I hope that all of you will be fine. As we studied in our previous class about ratios, today we will read proportion. Before starting proportion, I am going to tell you how to compare ratios. Because when we compare ratios, we find that among two ratios, one is greater, one is smaller, or if during comparison we observe that two ratios given are equal, then they are said to be in proportion. That's why first of all we will discuss comparison of ratios. I am taking example to compare two ratios. So let us compare two ratios. Compare two is to 3 and 5 is to 6. We can write 2 is to 3 as 2 by 3 and 5 is to 6 as 5 by 3. Now you remember how to compare fraction. As you have studied already fraction, so we have learnt there when two fractions are given and we have to compare them, we write like fractions. First of all, we make like fractions, or another method is that we use cross multiplication method to compare two fractions. Here also we have the same method to apply, either by writing these two ratios in like ratio by making their denominators equal, or we can use cross multiplication method to compare these two ratios. So to make like fractions, we have to calculate LCM of denominator of both the fractions. So LCM of 3 and 6 is 6. Now to make denominator 6, we need in this case to multiply denominator by 2, because 3 2 are 6. So we will write this 2 by 3 into 2 again 2. So it will come 4 by 6. And here we have 5 by 6 already, so here denominator we have equal. Now you know that in case of like fractions, means if denominator is same, then the fraction having greater numerator will be greater. Means in these two fractions 4 by 6 and 5 by 6, 5 is greater. Therefore we can write 5 by 6 greater than 4 by 6. That is ratio 5 to 6 is greater than ratio 2 to 3. I hope you understood how to compare two ratios. See the alternate method, that is cross multiplication method. In this we have 2 by 3 and 5 by 6. We multiply 6 to the 12, 3 5 the 15. We observe that 15 is greater than 12. So from here we can directly write 5 by 6 is greater than 2 by 3. And from here again we can write this one, that 5 into 6 is greater than 2 is to 3. Like this we will compare two ratios or more than two ratios given to us. Now compare another two ratio. Compare 35 is to 28 and 40 is to 32. We have to compare these two ratios. So first of all, we will write these ratios in fractional form. 35 by 28. This can be written as 40 by 32. We are seeing that these two terms of ratios are not in standard form or in simplest form. This ratio is not in simplest form. So first of all we have to write the simplest form of the ratio. 7 4 ja 7 5 ja. This can be written as 5 by 4. Here 8 4 ja 8 5 ja. This can be also written as 5 by 4. Now in this case, after simplifying, the simplest form of this ratio is this and simplest form of this ratio is this. Now you have method to compare these two. I am using cross multiplication method. 5 4 ja 20. Here also 20. These two ratios became equal. So what does it mean? When two ratios are equal, they are said to be in proportion. When two ratios are equal, they are said to be in proportion. Remember, in this case, we can write 35 is to 28 is in proportion to 40 is to 32. In general form, we can write like this also. 35 is to 28. These 4 dot means 2 times column before. This read as proportion. Proportion. Forty is to 32. And we can read this expression or this proportionality as 35 is to 28 is proportion to 40 is to 32. I hope you understand that when two ratios are equal, they are said to be in proportion. In general way, if we are having two ratios in proportion, means A is to B and C is to D are in proportion, we can write as A is to B proportion to C is to D. These four terms written here are always in order, means A, B, C and D are in proportion. Always remember, these terms of ratios are always in order, and if it is written A is to B proportion C is to D, then these two are called extreme terms. And these two are called mean terms. Means the middle two terms B and C are called mean terms, and A and the outer side terms are called extreme terms. If two ratios given to us and it is asking whether two ratios are in proportion or not, you have to calculate product of extreme and product of mean. That is, two ratios given to us and it is asking whether these two ratios are in proportion or not, we calculate product of mean. Product of means. What will be the product of means in this case? Our means are B and C. So B, C. We write again product of extremes. Our product extremes are A and D. So we write AB. Now, if these two ratios are in proportion, means A is to B and C to D are in proportion, then AD is equal to BC. Product of extreme is equal to product of mean, or product of mean is equal to product of extreme. By this way, we can say that the two ratios given are in proportion. You have question related to check whether the following ratios are in proportion or not. Exercise 9.1, question number 1. But before that, one more thing I would like to tell you that here are four terms given. That is quite easy to take by multiplying the extreme terms and mean terms. And if product of extreme terms and product of mean terms are equal, then we can say these are in proportion. If we are having three terms, means how? Try to stand. In some cases, you will find that the mean terms would be equal. The mean terms would be equal. In that situation, we have to understand the three numbers which is written in an order will be in continued proportion. For example, if we are having given A, B and C are in proportion, then we will write them as A is to B proportion B is to C. Means this term will be written as mean term. Once more, here only 3 terms we have, and in previous case I took 4 terms A, B, C, D. But here I am taking A, B and C, and I am saying that these 3 terms are in proportion. Means we can write in this way: A is to B, proportion to B is to C. So if it is given 3 numbers, and you have to check whether these numbers are in proportion or not, you can easily write the middle term among them 2 times as mean. I am telling question number 2, 7 exercise. You see, you have one question related to this. Exercise 9.2 to 7. You have to write, or you have to tell the following sets of number are in proportion or not. So if you have 4 numbers, you can write in proportion, and by multiplying their extreme and mean you can tell easily. But here you have 8, 40 and 200 are in proportion or not. You have to check. So if they are in proportion, we will take, if they are in proportion, then 8 is to 40, proportion to 40 is to 200. 40 is to 200. Now we will multiply extreme and we will multiply mean. If the product of extreme will be equal to product of mean, then we say the numbers given, set of numbers given are in proportion. If not equal, then we say they are not in proportion. So multiply these ones, we write product of means 40 into 40. What will the product? 4 for the 1600. 4 for the 16 and 20 we put, it will come 1600. And product of means over product of extremes. Which is equal to 8 into 200. 1600. What are you observing? 2 products are equal. Means here product of means is equal to product of extremes. Therefore the given number, the set of numbers are in proportion. Clear? So sometimes questions asked to you, some numbers given in proportion and some variable terms given, that is x, y, z, and asking that if this set of numbers are in proportion, find the value of x. As for example, question number 3, 1. You have exercise 9.1, question number 3, 1. Already given, the numbers are in proportion. It written also. I am solving it. 3, 1. Exercise 9.2. This question, it is written there, find the value of x in each of the following proportions. The first number is written 3 is to 27 proportion to 1 is to x. 1 is to, already it is written in proportion. So what we have to calculate? We will calculate product of mean, product of means which is equal to 27 into 1, 27, and product of extremes which is equal to 3 into x, that is 3x. Now we know that if two ratios are in proportion, then product of x means is equal to product of extremes, or product of extremes is equal to product of means. So we can write here product of extremes is equal to product of means, and then we write 3x is equal to 27, and from here x is equal to 27 divided by 3, 3 9 ja 27, 3 1 ja 3, then 9. Therefore x is equal to 9. Answer. Like this you can find. So I hope you understood proportion. Your homework will be exercise 9.2. You will do question number 1, 2 and 3. Rest questions I will discuss in next class. Thank you.